the hidden meaning of the Shivalingam, beyond sex and symbol. Namaste. Today we are going to look deeply into one of the most profound and misunderstood symbols in Hinduism, the Shivalingam. For centuries, people have worshipped it, meditated upon it, and even feared it. But very few have truly understood what it represents. Many see it and wonder, is this symbol connected with sexuality? But the truth is, the Shivalingam is not a sexual symbol at all. In fact, it represents the transcendence of desire, not its indulgence. It shows us how a human being can rise above the senses and become Shiva, the symbol of infinite consciousness. Let's begin with its literal form. The Shivalingam is usually a smooth, oval-shaped stone or a vertical pillar placed in a circular base known as the Yoni. The Lingam represents Shiva, the unchanging, silent, eternal consciousness. The Yoni represents Shakti, the creative, self-dynamic energy of life. Together, they express the union of consciousness and energy, the two principles from which the entire universe arises. But notice this carefully. The Lingam does not enter the Yoni. The two are aligned, but separate. This detail carries a deep message. If you want to be Shiva, you must learn restraint. You must transform your energy from the physical to the spiritual. This is not suppression. It is refinement, an evolution of awareness. The Shivalingam thus shows us the perfect harmony between the masculine and feminine, between stillness and movement, silence and sound, spirit and matter. In Sanskrit, the word lingam means mark or sign. It does not mean that Shiva has this form. It means that this is the symbol of the formless. As the Linga Purana beautifully says, open quote, the lingam is without beginning or end. It is the embodiment of the entire universe. Close quote. The lingam is therefore not an idol to be seen with the eyes, but a symbol to be felt with awareness. When you meditate upon the lingam, your attention naturally rises upward, inward, toward the infinite. It leads you beyond the limits of thought and form into the stillness of the self, the Atman. That's why the Shivalingam has no sharp edges, no human features, no emotions carved into it. It is formless because it points to the formless reality. Symbolically, the lingam is like a seed. It holds within it the entire potential of creation. The Yoni is the womb, the field in which this potential manifests. Their union represents the cosmic process, the eternal play of Shiva and Shakti, where consciousness becomes creation and creation returns to consciousness again. And the great story of the Pillar of Light from the Puranas carries the same message. When Brahma, representing the intellect, and Vishnu, representing the ego, tried to find the beginning or the end of the Pillar of Light, they failed. Because the infinite cannot be reached through the mind, nor through analysis. It can only be known through surrender and realization. That infinite pillar, that unending light, is the Shiva inclusion. So the next time you see a Shivalingam, don't see it as a stone. See it as a reminder of what you truly are. It represents the stillness within you that watches all movement. It represents the consciousness that is beyond name, beyond form, beyond desire. The Shivalingam calls us to rise from the outer ritual to the inner realization, from worship to awareness, from desire to divinity. That is the true meaning of Shiva, and that is the essence of the Shivalingam. The Shivalingam is not just a symbol to be seen. It is a doorway from form to formlessness, from body to consciousness. It teaches us that true spirituality is not about rituals or fear. It's about realization. To be Shiva is not to withdraw from life, but to be free within it, unshaken, unmoved, awake. So the next time you see a lingam, don't look at it as a stone. Look at it as a mirror, reflecting the infinite that dwells in you. That is the meaning of the Shivalingam, a symbol not of creation, but of consciousness itself. If this story inspired you, take a moment to sit in silence today and feel that stillness which never moves, the Shiva within you. Om Namah Shivaya.